damage to homes, businesses, property, vehicles, and life. So make sure that you take these warnings very seriously today. Make sure you know where your safe spot and safe shelter is. My name is Colin Warren. I am the uh, operational administrator for the IWAT team. I have my production administrator, Mike, here with us running our stream, as well as several of our chiefs and other officers that are with the International Weather Alert team today that will be popping in and out as we go through today. This is going to be a long run for us today, so we want to make sure that we are all in the right head spaces to make sure that we get you, the public, the right information and as quick as we can. So let's take a look at some of the tornado warnings that are currently on the board. We're going to go to that northern one currently that is over. This is going to be in the Dent County out of Springfield National Weather Service. This one is until 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you've got a little under 30 minutes left on this tornado warning. It is showing still a few signs of some rotation in it. And we want to make sure that if this does become a tornado, that the people in Salem are getting ready for this storm. These storms also are packing a lot of hail with them. We're getting some reports of golf ball, ping pong ball size hail currently. We did have some that could have seen up to 3-inch hail today. So these are going to be very dangerous storms. We'll move down to the next one that's just to the west of West Plains. This one was still in effect for the central Ozark and southwestern Howells counties until 3 p.m. as well. All these storms are moving about 50 to 55 mile an hour to the northeast. So they're moving pretty quick, but not terribly fast as well. We'll move to the next one down. This one is just been issued not that long ago. These are, again, all radar indicated rotation. This one is going to be for the East Central Marion County, Northern Baxter County, and Western Fulton County in North Central Arkansas until 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, these all have upwards of ping pong to golf ball size hail in them. Could see even larger with these today. Wind is also going to be a factor with these storms. We've seen that already in Nebraska and Kansas, that they have really come across with some very, very heavy hail and wind, which have been very damaging as well. So currently, as I said, we have 3 tornado warnings on the board. All of them are at this time radar indicated, meaning that they have the rotative properties to the storm. They just have not been able to get anything to touch down. So in your terms, as far as I'm concerned, that's a good thing. We haven't had anything in those to cause any major damage. However, you are getting wind and hail with these. So make sure that you are taking the appropriate actions. Yes, storms are fun to look at, but make sure, I'm not telling you to go out and watch them, but make sure you get into a safe space when you need to. There's no sense in getting that TikTok shot or that Facebook picture so you can share it just to put yourself in harm's way. Make sure that you are safe, because we are getting plenty of damage reports from these storms. We just got one out of the county of Texas in Missouri. This is 1 mile northwest of Houston, from an amateur radio source saying that large trees have been brought down. So these storms are packing a pretty good punch as far as wind damage goes. We just had an extension to our tornado warning for the West Plains area. This is National Weather Service out of Springfield has issued a tornado warning for northern Howell County in south central Missouri until 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. This storm was located 11 miles west of West Plains, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. This is a radar indicated rotation with inch-size hail. So again, this is a tornado warning that has been issued for northern Howell County in south central Missouri until 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is an extension to that other one that we were talking about a little bit earlier. They're not giving up. So hail probability, again, is going to be very high in these storms, as well as our wind gusts. Haven't really heard too much of straight line winds with these storms. A few reports, but those, I'll be honest, straight line winds, not always the easiest thing to tell, especially overnight. And I think that's when they probably hit overnight last night. So we need to keep ourselves very aware of what the storms are going to be doing as they're moving across. So if you are anywhere along that Little Rock to St. Louis line, you could draw a line from Little Rock to St. Louis and down into Texarkana and Palestine, Texas. And then if you draw that line all the way up to Chicago, if you're on the east side of that line, you need to be getting ready to maybe get yourself into a spot where you know where you need to go and what you need to have. Do you have your radio ready? Do you have your weather radio ready? Do you have your phones plugged in, your tablets and iPads? Are they plugged in so you have a good charge on them so you can hear what's going on, whether you're listening to us or someone else or your local news channels? When you hear the siren, do you know what to do, where to go? Do you have kids that are, at school getting ready to come home from school? Or are they going to be home alone? And do they know what to do? Make sure you have all of those things in place before these storms come. That way you are ready and you can get to those places as quickly as you can. So today you may hear some people talking throughout the broadcast, and there may be times where you may not hear people talking throughout the broadcast. We have a lot of things going on today. We have a lot on the board today. We're going to give you as much information as we can as soon as it comes out. So if you don't hear us when you pop on, that's okay. Just make sure you're watching that screen because we're going to be showing you everything that's happening at the time that it's happening, and that way you get to see what's going on as soon as you can. So again, if you don't hear anything, don't think that your audio is off. We just may be very focused with what's going on.
Issued.
All right, so this is going to be what you could call a reissuance, or another way to look at it is a new storm behind this previous one. So this is the National Weather Service out of Springfield has issued a tornado warning for eastern Ozark County and southern Howell County in southwestern and south central Missouri until 3:30 p.m. This storm was located over Fawn Park or near Mountain Home, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Radar indicated rotation with quarter-size hail as well. This is going to be a new storm that has built up behind that previous storm. They're all kind of connected, but there is now a secondary area of rotation in this storm now. This storm is really picking up some speed as the day is going on, and our afternoon is showing a heat up that's happening in front of these systems that is going to really drive these storms to become more and more devastating and powerful as they move. So if you are Pottersville, you're probably getting this right now. Cedar, you probably are in the middle of this right now. West Plains and to the north of West Plains, this storm's going to head towards you pretty quick. And then if further out, if you go Mountain View, you're going to be the next one to get hit in this trek of this storm. So keep an eye on the sky, keep an eye on your weather. apps or weather radio or your news stations that are probably giving you all this information. We appreciate that you come and join us here, but we know you have a lot to choose from. Just make sure that you use the one that's going to give you the best information to make sure that you can get into a safe space as quickly as you possibly can if the need arises. So again, we had that new tornado warning pop up for Ozark County and Howell County in Missouri until 3:30 p.m. We're just seeing rotation in these thus far. Nothing to suggest that they have touched down yet, but that doesn't mean they're not trying. So that can be very, very scary when you see that for the first time. Again, if you got little kids at home or kids at home and you're at work, make sure you have those kids know exactly what they need to do when they hear those sirens, or if you call them and what they do. You should always practice where to go as well. Practicing for getting into your tornado shelters is also a very good thing. With the hail probability being so great today, large hail can break windows very easily. So make sure you know not to stand near windows when it's hailing. Skylights as well. The big hail can really tear up a skylight and hit you in the head, and that's not a very good thing. So don't stand under a skylight with hail either. We're getting reports of inch and a half hail out of Arkansas. This is from Marion County. This is from a train spotter. So we know that we're getting some pretty good hail out of these storms as well as wind damage. I'm not seeing any tornado reports at this time, so that is a good thing. That doesn't mean that they're not still coming. These reports do take some time to come in. So just because we're not telling you that there's been a report does not necessarily mean there isn't one coming in yet. So give it some time to come in. If you would like to check some apps to have on your phones, we recommend a few. Radar Omega is a great one. Storm Radar is another one. Some people use Radar Scope, but here we're using Radar Omega that you can see on your screens. Gives the best information that we could find. So we want to give a big shout out to Radar Omega for allowing us to have the use of a great radar system and site that we can see so many different aspects of the storm. We can see the colorful layers, which is what they call reflectivity. We're on the high res reflectivity, so you can see the intensity of those storms. So green, not so bad, yellow getting a little worse, red even more worse, and obviously as the colors grow, the worse the storm is. We also have high res velocity. High res velocity gives us a look on how the rotation properties of the storm are working. So you can see two different colors next to each other, and you can see the twist in them and how they rotate. When a tornado does form, you can really see the pronounced area of the tornado and the rotation. And the other one we like to use is what we call the CC, or the high-res correlation coeffect. That one is going to show us what we call the debris ball. So if you ever see the radar indicated confirmed, that means that they can see on radar under the CC or the correlation coeffect that you can see the debris ball of the tornado. Again, not visually seen, but we can get an idea that we can see the tornado because of its debris ball on that particular one. And another one you might hear us say every now and again, VIL, which is vertical integrated liquid. That's a good one to see how much rain is falling or even hail is falling. Those colors go from really bright light to gray where it's really heavy. So those are a couple things that we use. So if you hear any of those things when you're listening to us, velocity or reflectivity, CC or VIL, you kind of know what we're talking about a little bit. And we'll go through those again throughout the day. So if we get new people that didn't get to hear it, you can see what's going on. So I know I may have been talking about a lot, and you may not have been seeing what I was talking about. Our producer does his best to do what I can do, but we're a group of people that are all over the United States as well as in the UK. So sometimes trying to get things to work really well is hard, and we're not seeing each other like they are in a newsroom. So there might be some delay in there as well. So again, we'll go back to the map real quick, and we can see that we have 5 tornado warnings on the board. All of them are still radar indicated. Again, we've got 12 minutes left on the Dent, Missouri tornado warning. This is showing 2-inch,
A new tornado
or what they
watch has been
call
issued.
lime size hail in that one. As you just heard, we had a new tornado watch issued. So you're going to see more and more of that tonight as it moves across.
Production control with
I
information.
Go ahead, Mike.
We now have a new mesoscale discussion number 357 for the areas of central and southern Illinois into western Indiana concerning a severe potential. A watch is likely at 80%. Storms are expected to increase in intensity and move into the area this afternoon, posing a threat of tornadoes, hail, and damaging wind. There is some uncertainty on the exact timing of the threat, but a tornado watch is likely in the next 2 hours.
Thank you very much, Mike. So there it is. A mesoscale discussion is something that gets put out by the National Weather Service. That's telling us what we can expect to see. And as you just heard, they are very, very, very. They're pretty sure we're going to see some more of those pop out today. So as the storms move across, we're going to see more and more of those tornado watches pop up along the east side of this storm system, especially as we get into the higher probability areas. You probably heard words today and yesterday about like outbreak and things like that. Be concerned, but don't be scared. Outbreak is just telling you that there is going to be a widespread of this catastrophe type storms that are going to be happening. Some very heavy destruction that can come from this. Even small tornadoes can level a house. The bigger they are, the bigger the area. So those are things you have to remember. Do not go into these storms. Do not get close to these storms. Get into a safe spot. Do you know what to do if you're on the road? Do you know what to do when you're driving? Where to go? Those are things that you need to be wary of when you're out and about. There's a lot of people on the roads today, especially this time of day. Schools are probably starting to get out. I'm hoping that most of the schools in these areas are holding their kids in a safe location if need be, because I would not want you having to drive your kids home in these type of storms. I've seen too many videos of parents picking up kids and having to pull into a business to take shelter because they had to leave school. But make sure that you know what to do and where to go and when to do it. Those are the safety things. These storms are now entering what we know as the percentage areas of where these storms could really start to fire up. So as I've shown so far, we do have a good line of storms that are really firing off. We've been in the 2% that we've seen earlier today, and now we're getting into the 5 and 10, and we're getting closer to the 20, and then eventually we'll hit that 30% for our really high end of storms that are going to develop as the day goes along. So looking over our tornado warnings, we still have those 5 on the board. 8 minutes left on the Dent, Missouri one. We've got 8 minutes left on the Baxter, Fulton, Arkansas tornado warning. We've got 8 minutes left on the Ozark and Howell, Missouri tornado warning. And we've got 38 minutes on that new Ozark and Howell tornado warning as well. These all are accompanied with 1.25 inch, inch size hail, 1.25 and 2-inch hail. We are also starting to get flash flood
A new
or flooding
tornado
reports
watch has
coming
been
in.
issued.
And All right, so we just had that new tornado watch get issued. Mike, if you'd like to read that one off, this is a PDS one, everyone. PDS means a particularly dangerous situation, meaning that the intensity of tornadoes is more probable now than it was before. So, Mike, if you could read off kind of a location of where that new PDS tornado watch is, I'd appreciate that.
Absolutely. We now have tornado watch number 98 from the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center for portions of eastern and south central Arkansas, southern Illinois, southwest Indiana, western Kentucky, southeast Missouri, northern Mississippi, and western Tennessee. Effective this Wednesday afternoon from 2:50 p.m. until midnight Central Daylight Time. And again, this is a particularly dangerous situation, which means several tornadoes, and a few of them could be very intense, along with widespread damaging winds and isolated significant wind gusts up to 80 miles an hour are likely, along with scattered hail up to 2 inches or larger.
Thank you very much, Mike. All right, so you heard we have a very large area that that tornado watch now covers. And again, this is PDS, particularly dangerous situation, meaning that these storms could be very dangerous and more widespread along this line. So make sure you have a safe spot to go to and you know where to go and when to go.
A new tornado watch has been issued.
And I'll be honest, we're probably going to hear a lot of that as these storms go across today, especially in the as the afternoon moves along and probably into the evening as well. And we also have 8 severe thunderstorm warnings on the board that are also being accompanied with these tornado warnings. These are out because of high winds and fairly large hail. We've got, yeah, considerable is going to tell you that this is also a PDS level. So we have 2 PDS considerables, which is a particularly dangerous situation. Considerable, meaning that the hail probability is 2 inches or larger. Or in the case of the other one, is got 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts in this. This is a very dangerous situation. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts can really do some damage. And we do have one that has a tornado tag on it. And as you can see, this is for the Shannon, Carter, Oregon, Howells, Missouri area for that possible tag of the tornado. And Howells does have that tornado warning in it. So 8 severe thunderstorm warnings and 5 tornado warnings on the board currently. Nothing is touching the ground yet, which is a good thing. Um, can I have somebody check the Howells tornado warning there at Bakersfield? So for everyone wondering what I'm talking about, I just kind of zoomed in here on the Howells Ozark tornado warning, and I've got a really good area of rotation there at Bakersfield, and I have a feeling we may see one that is trying to touch down. So if you're in Bakersfield, you need to be in, you should be in your safe spot currently. And West Plains, you need to be thinking about it. And South Fork, you should be thinking about it. I'm fairly concerned that this one is trying to touch down here at Bakersfield or just
A new
outside of
tornado warning
Bakersfield.
has been issued.
All right, we have a new tornado warning. This is going to be on our northern side of the system here. The National Weather Service in St. Louis has issued a tornado warning for southern Crawford County and east central Missouri, Washington County and east central Missouri until 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is radar indicated rotation. This storm was south of Steelville, moving northeast at 65 miles an hour with quarter-size hail. These storms are going to start picking up speed as they're moving along. That also helps with the intensification. Also means these storms can create a lot more damage as they're moving so quickly. You may not know what's coming or what's happening. So I'm going to be honest with everybody. I am not entirely for sure if there is anything on the ground there at Bakersfield, or if something has tried to be on the ground. But if you are anywhere between Bakersfield and West Plains, South Fork, you need to be finding safe places now, because what I'm looking at is very possibly something that has been trying to touch on the ground. Nothing is confirmed on our board yet, but I am very concerned that something is possibly trying to make an appearance. All right, so we have had all the tornadoes warnings fall off the board, minus the two that have just been issued for Howells and Ozark, Missouri, which has 30 minutes left on it, and then the Crawford, Washington, Missouri, which also has 30 minutes on it as well. So yes, if you are in any of those areas, I would suggest taking shelter fairly quickly, because these are, again, ramping up. We're getting a lot of surge in the building of these storms, so the dangerous level on these is growing. Let me pull this up here real quick, y'all. All the information we can give you is what we can give you, what we're seeing. So what you can see is what we can see, and we can get that out to you as quickly as we possibly can. Okay. Yeah, I'm almost positive that
A new tornado warning has been issued.
something has hit the Bakersfield area. All right, so they're going to reissue this tornado warning. The National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Shannon County, northeastern Howell County, and northwestern Oregon County and south central Missouri until 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is radar indicated rotation. It is currently located 7 miles south of Mountain View, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour, and this has 1.25 inches hail in it. This is going to be north of that West Plain, northeast of West Plains. It's going to have Mountain View, Winona, Birch Tree, Eminence. Those are all going to be in that tornado warning now. Find what I'm looking for here. All right. So as you can see there, we've got that storm that just left Bakersfield. Um, uh, I am concerned that there is something on the ground there. Nothing is showing that it is confirmed. I don't have any spotters or anything in that location that I can look. But that one I am concerned. So here, as you're showing on the screen, we do have 70% probability of severe hail at the inch and at 3/4. Our vertical integrated liquids at 54, and our mesos at 5. So there, I'm not entirely sure. There may have been one on the ground, and I'm seeing what they call the throw off from the storm, and it is going in the right direction. Had there been one on the ground to throw it up into the storm, but if you are in South Fork, I'm asking you to all to get into a safe spot right now. If there's principals that are out there in that little town, just keep your kids and put them in safe place. If you got parents in the parking lot, get them inside. Just get into a safe shelter and let this storm pass over before before you send the kids home. I don't know if you can get them out and to their homes in time. Um, I don't know if this one is on the ground or if it's trying or it has been. All I know is that this isn't looking right to me, and I don't believe. Yeah, and so far nothing is confirmed. Thank you, Mike. But again, the concern for me is there, and I want you all to make sure that you are in a safe place before you trek out on your drive home today. West Plains, you're going to be in that line of that. You guys could probably get home in time. Uh, Again, these are moving 50, 55 mile an hour. We had that one moving at 65 mile an hour, so they're moving pretty quick. So if you figure how long it takes you to get from your house to from the school at 55 miles an hour, that's you can kind of figure out how far away something is. You can kind of tell how long it's going to be until it gets to you. That one is definitely one I want to keep an eye on. That northern tornado warning. I'll gander here. We still have a good area of rotation in that one. With the area of rotation is there at Cherryville. And this one is moving northeast at 54 miles an hour. And you can see that area of rotation there is fairly, it's there, trying to get it and go. And looks like it's just going over the top of Cherryville now. Now, I say going over the top, not that there's a tornado going over, but the area of rotation that could create a tornado is going over Cherryville. And Road HH, Road 49, that area is going to go over you as well. Highway 8,
production
you'd
with
be in
information.
line for it. Go ahead, Mike.
We are now getting thunderstorm wind damage report 1 mile west-northwest of Houston, Missouri in Texas County. The emergency manager at 2:03 p.m. Central Daylight Time is reporting damage at the Houston airport with 2 hangar doors being damaged along with a couple of large trees down.
Thank you. So yeah, these storms are packing a pretty good punch as far as wind goes. Airplane hangars aren't light by any means, so getting those doors blown off, uh, just a good gust will rip them off really good. So very dangerous, and just when you rip something off something, it's got to go somewhere. So if you're not in a safe space, that door could cause some real bad damage. So I'm yeah, if you're in South Fork, I'm coming back to this one down here. If you're in South Fork, um, I think you need to um, probably get into a safe spot pretty quick. Um, and this one's at one in Howells County. If you're in the town of South Fork, they have information.
Right there at the TOR by Cherrysville, we have a 1 3/4 inch hail marker. It's also moving northeast at 54 miles an hour.
Thank you, sir. Well, that was Ryan. He is our chief of tropical weather, so he does all of our weather that has to do with hurricanes and things like that. But he's also very versed in our weather here on land. We're grateful to have him with us today. So thank you very much, Ryan. Like I said, you're going to hear a few different people pop in and out again. I've got to actually go to work later. So again, if you hear silence or anything like that for a period of time, don't be worried. Your audio is broken. We just may not have someone that's able to talk the whole time. And that's okay. We're just still there to get the information out to you as quick and as seamless as we possibly can. So just keep an eye on the screen. Our production person is going to make sure that he's focusing in on all those storms to let everybody know what's going. We're getting a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings pop up in front of a lot of these tornado warnings. This one is a tornado possible tagged. This storm is causing a rotation area, and they want to keep that tag of the tornado possibility on it, so that way you know that there is a chance that another tornado warning could come out of that. Hail seems to be pretty light, but again, the hail's been building as the storm moves across because of the midday warm-ups that can cause a lot of problems. So Carter County in southeastern Missouri, if you are this storm is moving towards you guys, just keep in mind you're going to see wind and hail and the possibility of a tornado, or at least the warning of one. So, the South Fork?
Affirmative. We now have, I can see right here on the correlation coefficient, just to the southwest there of South Fork, we can see here that we have that debris field. As we've been watching it for a little while, and it wasn't this significant earlier. As we can see now, it's starting to kind of grow in size. And then also up here by West Plains, there's another little area right here that looks like it could be trying to grow into a little bit of a debris field.
Yes, thank you. That, again, y'all, I am relatively concerned that we have or had or still have something on the ground. Even if it's just spin-ups that are causing these, they can still be dangerous in these storms. So, like Mike's got on the screen right now, he's got those two that showed the 2 areas of possibility of debris, West Plains,
and we
South
now
Fork.
actually also have a third one forming just to the north of Birch Tree here in our northern tornado warning that we have right there. And if you can see on your screen circled there in blue.
All right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say this: if you get put into a tornado warning today, just get into a safe spot. These storms are going to possibly put something down, and they may be out and away from a town when they come down, so someone may not be able to get it seen. And when it is seen to be publicized, it may be too late, and I don't want it to be too late. So when you get a tornado warning, even though they say it's radar indicated, just get to a safe spot. Take your devices with you. You can listen to us there in the basement, in your safe, or in an interior room, uh, away from windows and doors. The closer to the middle of the building, the better, or basements even better. Or if you have an actual tornado shelter, get in that, and get into a safe place as quick as you can. I don't want to say for certain that we have anything on the ground, but because I don't know, but just from what I can see, I'm fearful that we do have something that is trying to do something, and that is just enough for me to tell you to get into a safe spot. New SVRs are coming out. Nothing new that's all right. So the newest one that just came out is tornado tag possible. It's for Carter, Missouri. This one's actually for an hour and 16 minutes. So that's gonna be a long time. So this storm is growing, intensifying, getting bigger, and who knows what we have. We do have an area that is building in front of this system, which I'm going to be honest, I don't like to see very often, because that also helps with the building up of the second system that's behind it. It's, you get that little bit of something, and then you get a little sun pop out, and boom, you really get things going off. So we do have that area down here in the Mississippi area, the Tennessee area that is starting to fire off a little bit. I want to keep an eye on those as well. Go ahead.
We have a flood advisory for Douglas, Howell, Ozark, Shannon, Texas, and Missouri until 9:15 Central.
Thank you, Ryan. So as you heard, we're going to be watching for flash flooding with these storms. They've already put you into an advisory with this storm that's moving across. In some areas, we've still got some thawing going on, a lot of water being released. I'm not sure about ice jams if they've finally done their thing, but any of these things can cause a lot. And we've had a lot of moisture in the last few weeks from all these systems that have moved across. They are filling up these waterways. Do not drive in roads that are covered in water. You don't know how deep it is. You might think you do, but you might not. You don't want to get stranded, and you certainly don't want to get swept away. Don't walk into it. Don't drive into it. Just go the other way. Find another way. If you got to go somewhere else until that's done, yep, turn around, don't drown. Best one out there. Turn around, don't drown. Just don't get in there.
A new tornado watch has been issued.
And there we go. We got another tornado watch that has just been added to the board.
And this will be tornado watch number 99 for portions of central and eastern Illinois, western and central Indiana, effective until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Again, includes all your typical primary threats, with several tornadoes with a likely couple intense tornadoes possible, widespread damaging winds, and scattered large hail up to 2 inches in diameter.
Thank you, Mike. All right. As you can see, these storms are intensifying. They are growing.
And as of right now, currently in Springfield in Sangamon County, Illinois, the emergency manager is currently reporting 1-inch hail at 2801 North 5th Street.
All right. So they are getting hail reports coming out in Springfield County. It'll dimple your car, I'll tell you that much. And if you've never been hit by hail, I don't care what size it is, it hurts. So get inside if it starts to hail or if you hear that it is coming. Currently, we have 3 tornado warnings on the board. All right, we're going to go look at the northern TOR real quick here. Okay, so we do have some very heavy rotation there at Berryman. This is going to be in the Crawford and Washington County TOR tornado warning in east central Missouri. This warning is set to expire at 3:10, so we still got, or excuse me, it's I read that wrong. It was, they're telling us at 3:10 that this is what was happening. So, Sphere thunderstorm is located just 6 miles east of Cherryville, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. Heavy rotation going on in this one.
Information.
I wouldn't be. Go ahead.
We now have mesoscale discussion number 358 can air for the Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas vicinity, with a watch is possible at 60%. For portions of the area may see an increase of severe risk later this afternoon into this evening. Timing of the watch is not certain, but all hazards appear possible, particularly with any discrete storms.
All right, so new discussion out telling us that the storms are continuing, basically. It's not going to let up anytime soon. Our rotations are still present on all 3 of our tornado warnings. Our what we thought were debris signatures kind of have faded away, so that's always a good thing to see. Sometimes those tornado signatures, what we were talking about, the CC, the correlation coefficient, sometimes we see those and it is a representation of hail as well. So we could be seeing that as well. But I always like to err on the side of caution and tell you to take shelter anyway. Because if it is hail coming down in that much that it looks like that, that's dangerous. If it is, there's a tornado on the ground, that's also dangerous. All right, new tornado warning has been issued. National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Shannon County, southeastern Howell County, and northwestern Oregon County in south central Missouri until 4:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Storm is located near West Plains, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Radar indicated rotation with 2-inch hail in it. Now, this is the one we were talking that we could see what we thought was the debris signature. Not entirely sure, but err on the side of caution and get into a safe place because anything is possible with this.
Information.
Go ahead.
So I am on GR2.
Up your power, up your power, up your power.
Can you hear me better now?
All right. Go ahead, Dustin.
Can you guys hear me better now? If you guys can hear me, the NRAT for the northern TOR is at a 1.7. It is at 22,726 feet.
All right. So we are showing some
new information.
High sides on a lot of these storms, meaning that we do have some very dangerous things that are happening in these storms. Go ahead.
Anybody living in the South Fork area definitely might want to get inside. We are now getting confirmed 2.5-inch hail, which is golf ball to tennis ball size hail there in South Fork.
All right, so South Fork residents, get into your safe spots. So 2-inch hail really hurts.
And we're also
Will
getting
break
1
windows.
3/4 inch hail in Springfield, Illinois.
All right. Hail is the theme of the day today, it sounds like so far. Hail will break windows. Hail will break siding, ruin shingles, hurt really bad, will dent vehicles. It could vary. If it's jagged hail, it will definitely break skin. If it's smooth hail, not as necessarily possible, but still could. It will hurt. Get inside, get away from windows, uh, doors, and all of that. You want to make sure that you are safely tucked away in somewhere good and safe. If you're in a car, get into, I hate to say it, but pull into a overhang or something for hail. That is fine. Under an overpass, that is fine. Make sure you're off to the side of the road. Please do not stop in the middle of the road because people are still driving in that. And get off as far as you possibly can if you're going to do an overpass. Please say, I say that for hail only. Please do not do that if there's a tornado. Do not stop under anything if you're in a car in a tornado. Just drive the other way, get away from it.
Or if you absolutely have to, if you're driving in a car and you have a tornado coming your way, get out of the car and get into the ditch.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. I know. What, you want me to get out of a vehicle, out of a thing, and go out into it and get in? Yes, because if you're the lower you are, the car's going to get pulled. You're going to be in underneath that wind pull. Because if you're down in something, that wind's going to come across the top of you. Trust me, it's going to be pretty breezy down there. But you have a chance of not getting hit by other debris that's being pulled as well. Go ahead.
Whatever you do, do not, and I repeat, do not go under an overpass.
Exactly. Please do not. If you've watched the new Twisters, great movie, that going under the overpass part upset me terribly because if they were actually storm chasers, they would have known better. Do not go under a overpass in a tornado. Drive away, or if you have to, get out and get into
A new tornado warning has been issued.
a gully. All right, new tornado warning has just been issued. Going to be an extension for our northern one. Going to include DeSoto now. National Weather Service in St. Louis has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Jefferson County, in central Washington County, and northwestern St. Francis County. I apologize if that's not how that's pronounced. In east central and eastern and southeastern Missouri until 4:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. This storm was located 10 miles west of Potosi, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Radar indicated rotation with 1.25 inch hail. So that's $half size. So if you can figure out what a $half is, that's your hail. All right, so we're now back up to 5 tornado warnings on the board. We got 4 minutes left on the Howells and Washington County tornado warning. 19 minutes left on the Shannon, Carter, Oregon, Missouri counties tornado warning. 34 minutes on the Howells, Oregon, Shannon, Missouri tornado warning, and then our new one that just came out for Washington, Jefferson, and St. Francis, if that's how you say that.
Information.
Go ahead.
So the NROT dropped to a 1.6, but it rose up in the footage area of 25,740 feet.
Yeah, so go ahead and explain what an NROT is to our people.
So pretty much NROT is what I've been told is if there's rotation in there, NROT will pretty much catch it. If I'm saying that right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. If please go ahead and explain it. You guys probably explain it better than me. Then go ahead, you guys.
All right. All right, so our NROT is going to be pretty much just that, a measure of disorder or randomness in a system. Basically, it plays a crucial role in weather and our climate in the Earth's climate system in fundamentally the entropy or production system, so NROT. So it measures the disorder or randomness of a system. So it's giving us basically a normal storm should have normal this. Anytime it goes outside of normal T, you have a disorder or a difference to that storm, i.e., tornadic value. So NROT is measuring the tornadic value of what a basic storm would be. Echo tops, meaning how tall are the clouds, going to be different than a regular storm. So when you're looking at a storm system and you see just some really beautiful bubbly clouds we call cumulonimbus, and they look like big cauliflower, those are cumulonimbus. That's building storms. Beautiful, right? Then you start seeing what they call the anvil. It's got a flat, wispy top, but it's very structural at the bottom. That would be where we start looking at our NROT values, because it's outside the norm of a typical storm. That you might just get some rain, lightning, and thunder. Now we add into the rotational values, NROT there as well. So now you have all of that system creating and causing a disruption to the normality of that storm, and it's causing, like it said, randomness that they can now measure. So when you hear the word NROT, boom, there you go. Just what's different and disorderly about the common normal storm. So thank you for your information. All right, checking our board. Nothing has come up in that. Just decided to fill you up with some random weather knowledge, which is always fun. We've had a few. All right, we got heavy rotation near Potosi, which is what I'm getting in my ear. So we'll zoom in on that and take a look at it. Go ahead.
Out of Boone County, Arkansas, by a park forest, reports thunderstorm.
A new PDS tornado information has been issued.
Tornado
warning has been upgraded.
All right, so we have had a tornado warning that has now been upgraded.
New information.
To observe.
This tornado warning has been upgraded.
So, disregard the PDS one. That was an oops on that. We're still learning our buttons, and that's okay. So we have upgraded our southwestern Jefferson and North Washington counties in east central Missouri and northwestern St. Francis counties in southeastern Missouri until 3:30 p.m. This is now a confirmed tornado. It was located 8 miles northwest of Potosi, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. This has been confirmed by emergency management. This one is on the ground. All right. I can see this on what we called our CC. I can see the debris signature. We have this one is on the ground. You can see on the screen in front of you. We're showing you. There it is, right there. This one is on the ground. This one is getting to, I'm hoping, go between Ebo and Laddie. But if you are in either one of those towns, please take shelter. Aptus, you're in that area. Anybody in these, I'm hoping there's no subdivisions down here. I really don't. But anything on the northwest side of Potosi, please take shelter now. This storm is got a pretty decent little tornado on it, it looks like, and it is getting ready to cross 185. It's now getting ready. It literally is crossing 185. Laddie, if you're not in safe place, get in safe place now. I hope nobody is outside trying to take pictures of this because it is getting ready to hit Laddie as we speak. Looks like it is moving fairly quickly to the east northeast. Storm is moving
A new
northeast,
tornado warning has been issued.
but the tornado itself is moving almost in an easterly northeasterly direction. All right, we got to move all the way up here to Bloomington, Randolph. New tornado warning has been issued. National Weather Service out of Lincoln has issued a tornado warning for southwestern McLean County in central Illinois until 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. This storm was located 12 miles northwest of Clinton, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. This is radar indicated rotation with 1.25 inch hail. So now we're getting storms on that north side. That one, yeah, little bit of rotation there, but if you're in Bloomington or south side or south of Bloomington, Randolph, Downs, this could cause some terrible damage if this one does decide to make itself known. So get into your safe places with this one.
Information.
Go ahead.
In the city of Oakland, out of Fayette County in Tennessee, we are now getting a storm chaser reporting golf ball size hail in the Oakland, Tennessee area.
Copy. All right, we do have a very large tornado down just north of Laddie, just crossed 185. This storm is not safe to be around anymore. So get in your safe places. Apatis, if that's how you say that, I'm hoping it's going to go south of you. So far, it's being nice, and it is just kind of being a spectacle to all those towns. However, if anybody is in subdivisions or homes that are out away in just little divisions that are outside of town, major towns or little villages and cities, country homes, please get into safe spaces. Please, if you know someone that's in these areas, get with them right now. This is on the ground. It is moving to the east northeast. It's a very large tornado. This is a very dangerous storm now. Definitely have a large tornado on the ground. Now you can all see what I was saying, when we can see what we think we see as a tornado signature by the debris ball. That's the debris ball that we were talking about earlier. Now that we have actually gotten a visual confirmation, now I feel more comfortable now saying you can see how that works. Someone actually saw the tornado on the ground, so I can actually confirm that it is on the ground by saying that I have that correlation coefficient, the CC debris ball on our screen. So tornado is on the ground, going south of Apatis, currently. Going to the south of Apatis currently. Getting ready to Rabido, Rocala, Old Mines, Mudtown, Thibodaux Town, Rabbitville. All these, you are all in the path of this storm. Rabido, that's how you say it. It's coming directly for you guys. Large tornado on the ground. Large tornado. Our here. Our debris signature we're seeing is currently 1.75 miles wide. Again, but that's what we're seeing at the top. So right now, there you can see who's going to see this storm and how many minutes it's going to take for you to see it. It's coming. Get into a safe spot. That's all I can say. It is coming. Go ahead.
And the TORR that's on the board that we are currently watching. These winds ahead of the tornado are at least 100 miles an hour.
Well, there you go. 100-mile-an-hour winds. Just really pulling in that rotation. Winds are what cause these rotations to cause a tornado. We see that right there to show that. I mean, you can see it on the reflectivity. You can see it on the CC. You can see it in velocity. Those winds are what causing that to happen. The hot and the cold, the change in difference, and then boom, you have circulation, and thus we have a tornado. So if you are in those locations that we've shown and mentioned, please get to a safe place as soon as possible. I don't want anybody to be in harm's way when these storms get to them. I want you all to be in a safe spot. Go ahead.
For Jefferson, St. Francis, and Washington counties, it is under a PDS tornado.
PDS tornado?
Tornado survey information.
Oh, all right. This one, all right. If you are in Washington, Jefferson, or St. Francis, Missouri, this one has now gone to PDS. This is observed PDS. We're going to read this one out.
From the National Weather Service in Springfield, Missouri, NWS damage survey for April 2nd tornado in Vernon County has received a rating of EF1 at peak winds of 98 miles per hour. The path length was roughly 16.89 miles at roughly 600 yards wide. There were no injuries and no fatalities, thankfully, reported with this tornado. And new information, we have a new tornado warning coming out.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 4:15 p.m. Central Standard Time for southwestern Jefferson and northeastern Washington counties in east central Missouri and northwestern St. Francis County in southeastern Missouri. At 3:35 p.m. Central Standard Time, a confirmed and extremely dangerous tornado was located 6 miles northwest of Potosi, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. This is now a particularly dangerous situation under the considerable tab. This is a dangerous situation. Emergency management is asking people to please take shelter immediately if you are in front of this storm. Do not wait. If you are in the path of this storm, please take shelter immediately. All right, our new tornado warning. All right, our new tornado warning. The National Weather Service in Lincoln has issued a tornado warning for east central Logan County, northwestern DeWitt County, southwestern McLean County in central Illinois until 4:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Storm was located 10 miles east of Lincoln, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. This one is radar indicated rotation with 1.25 inch hail. Okay, they just have removed the PDS, or the particularly dangerous situation tab, off of the observed tornado warning for Washington, Jefferson, and St. Francis. However, it is still being considered observed. Looks like it's at Robidoux now. Rabbitville, Cruise Mill. You'd be next. It's still there. I can see it. Oh, my new scan just came in. Looks like it is dissipating. I hope that's the case. Because we were getting into some very heavy populated areas. I'm hoping this is dissipating now. Rabbitville, Cruise Mill. That's it's on 21 right now. Moving northeast. So get into a safe place if you need to. All right. Our severe thunderstorm warning for Logan and Sangamon counties. I believe this is Illinois. Is going to remain into effect. It could be seeing upwards of 3-inch hail in this. This is going to be up south of the Illinois tornado warnings for the Chestnut area heading towards Clinton. This one is showing the possibility of 3-inch hail in it. So that is no joke. 3-inch, you think 2-inch hail hurts? 3-inch hail hurts even worse.
And we also have a confirmed 1 1/4 inch hail out of Mount Pulaski, Illinois by a train spotter.
All right, there it is. More confirmed hail size. So hurt hail, very hurt hail. All right, circulation is still very present in the Jefferson, Washington, St. Francis tornado warning. However, I do believe that it has lifted now. But please do not think this is over. It still has its rotation, and it could recycle and drop another one, or let's on the side of hoping it decides it's going to dissipate and go away. I would be more happy with that one. So please do not think this is over. Remain in your safe places. That was a very dangerous system, very dangerous storm.
Tornado information.
Go ahead.
2 miles southwest of Moundville in Vernon County, Missouri, NWS Storm Survey reports a tornado at 7:32 a.m. Central Daylight Time. A National Weather Service survey team found an EF1 tornado damage extending from southwest of Moundville to Nevada to northwest of Walker. 8 train cars were knocked over, widespread tree damage was found, a few homes had roof damage, and numerous businesses suffered heavy damage. And the tornado path was roughly 16.89 miles long with a width of about 300 yards and a maximum speed of 98 miles per hour.
All right, so there it is. Tornado did touch down, move some trains. Them are heavy. Go ahead.
The flood advisory was canceled for Douglas, Howell, Ozark, Shannon, Texas, Missouri is now a flash flood warning.
All right. So warnings for flooding are coming out now, which I'm not surprised. These are carrying a lot of rain. I know I'm telling you to get in the basement, but you may need to get to a higher ground after the storm goes by in case flooding does happen. Hopefully homes have, some pumps in them so they don't flood the basements. But again, don't drive into flooded roads. Don't walk through flooded areas. Fast moving water is hard to see on top of the surface, but you'll know it once you get in there, and I'd rather you not find out when you get into it, so just don't go in it. All right, Kenny and Turbridge, Clinton. I'm still showing that we could be seeing a 3-inch hail marker. This is going to be for the central Illinois area. That's 3-inch. That's pretty heavy.
A new tornado watch has been issued.
And there's a new one. All right, so we have a few things to look at real quick before I go and do my other job. So we'll walk through these quick. We've got 4 tornado warnings on the board. Oregon and Shannon, Missouri for 11 minutes left. McLean, Illinois for 11 minutes. We've got 1 tornado warning that's been observed by our recollections of looking at our weather tools. We believe that the tornado has lifted, but we're going to leave that tornado tag on there that it still have been observed, because it was, for Washington, Jefferson, and St. Francis, Missouri for 26 minutes. And we have that other tornado warning for DeWitt, Logan, and McLean, Illinois for another 26 minutes as well. So 4 tornado warnings still on the board. We have 13 severe thunderstorm warnings on the board, and a good chunk of them do have tornado tags on them, with one that is a particularly dangerous considerable, showing it has the 2-inch hail on it as well, plus a possibility of 3 on it as well, if that is a possibility that could happen. We do have our flash flood warnings that are starting to come out for Baxter, Marion, and Fulton, Arkansas. This warning is going to last for 2 hours and 56 minutes. A lot of water, a lot of rain for a good amount of time. It's going to come in quick, but sometimes it does take a little bit to get out of there. And then our second one is for Howell, Ozark, and Douglas, Missouri. This one expires in 5 hours and 26 minutes. Those are our flash flood warnings. So we want to make sure that, one, get into a safe space for the tornadoes and the hail, and then don't go into flooded waters and get to higher ground for the
A new
flooding.
tornado
I know it's hard to
warning has
do,
been
but
issued.
all right, new one here. All right, this is going to be in that set of storms we saw starting to pop up a little bit further east of the storms. This is now the National Weather Service in Memphis has issued a tornado warning for eastern Mississippi County, south central Pemscott County in Arkansas and Missouri, southeastern Crockett County, central Tipton County, southwestern Dyer County, Lauderdale County, and northwestern Haywood County in Tennessee. This is going to be until 4:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. Radar indicated rotation with 1 3/4 size. That's golf ball size. 1 3/4 golf ball size.
Information.
Go ahead.
The tornado warning that we were watching that did have the confirmed tornado has now since lifted, and we do have confirmation it lifted. That would be for DeWitt, Logan, and McLean counties.
All right, so our tornado that was confirmed has been officially confirmed. It's no longer on the ground. Unfortunately, I have a feeling it has done some damage, so until we get that information, we will not speculate. But it is lifted. Again, don't take that it's over by any means. If you are in front of this storm, please take it serious that it's still possible that it could start again or cause just as much damage with wind and hail. So get off of that as quick as you can, and stay in your safe spots. Don't think you need to go out. Get off that real fast. Stay in your safe spots. The new tornado warning, I am showing a little bit of rotation there at Randolph, between Randolph and the Galt Edge area. moving northeast. This storm is moving pretty quick. Storm was located 8 miles southeast of Wilson, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. So these down here are moving a little bit slower than the other set of storms. Not a big deal. Yeah, this and this is in the tornado watch that was particularly dangerous. So these storms could cause some pretty even more extensive damage. So this whole area that you can see on the map that's in tornado watches is going to see some sort of weather today. If you don't, consider yourself lucky. I'll say that much. Just consider yourself lucky. All right. I want to thank you all for joining us. We're not going anywhere. I unfortunately do. We've got plenty of people that'll be able to chime in when need be. You're going to probably hear from Ryan. You'll hear from Mike. You'll hear from Dustin. All these guys are very. Yeah. Okay. Great. So I'm going to relieve myself to Mike, and Mike's going to take over. You'll still again hear all those people, as I mentioned, to give you all the information that you need to make sure that you are in your safe places and that you get the information that you need in a timely and quick and efficient manner. So I want to thank you all for joining me
A
in the
new
International
tornado
Weather
warning has
Alert
been
team.
issued.
I'm going to hand it over to Mike for the new tornado warning. Thank you all.
Information. Flood warning has been canceled out of Potawatomi, Kansas.
A new tornado warning has been issued. A new tornado warning has been issued.
information. For the TOR that is around Ripley area, it has 2.25 inch hail currently, and the whole storm is rotating.
Copy that. Alright, let's see if we can find what county that is here. We're still getting used to the new Gibson rigged products here. So we're still kind of taking a little bit of some playing around with it.
It's out of Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Copy that. Thank you very much. You can definitely see we definitely got that nice little air rotation down there as well, and you can definitely see how that whole system over here, if we go to the reflectivity, that's got classic supercell structure. That's like almost a textbook supercell, like you would pull it right out of a meteorology book. So yeah, we definitely got that whole storm is kind of rotating, which definitely means there is a lot of wind shear that's up there in that area that could be part of the driving force behind some more of these violent tornadoes that could be possible later on this afternoon and late into this evening. So again, make sure everybody is following your severe weather plans. Try to stay off the roadways, get into your basement, get bathrooms, closets. Those are some of the best areas I'd recommend for a tornado. You definitely do not want to be anywhere near windows because you do not want to be hit by flying glass. Alright. Now we're going to go pop back up over here into the Illinois area. We're going to go take a look and see what's going on up over in here. You see up there, we still got a nice little pop-up right there. Got some, not really seeing a whole lot of some major rotation right now at the moment. It definitely just looks like a lot of some discombobulation here. And it's also partially because they are relatively near the radar site, which makes it a little bit harder to verify the information you're looking at. So we kind of have to take a little bit of take a step back and kind of really sit back and look at it to try and determine one of the best moves that we think this system is doing. And if we can see right down here, just to the south of Clinton, in DeWitt County, Illinois, train spotters reporting penny-sized hail on West Lander Street. And as we can see there, we just had the new tornado warning.
A new tornado warning
right
has been issued.
And they're going to extend it further into DeWitt and McLean counties, and as well as Piatt County in Illinois. And this one will run until 4:45 p.m. So about another 40 minutes on this new tornado warning that was just issued here. And if we take a look here, we see that the storm was located over Weldon, or 8 miles east of Clinton, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour.
Information.
Go ahead.
Some severe rotation around Brighton, Tennessee, currently.
Copy that. We'll go ahead and jump down to that Tennessee area. Let's go take us a look at it, shall we? If we can see down there, oh yeah, we definitely got some rotation down there. And again, as we can definitely see that rotation, that's that classic supercell structure. As you can see right in here in this heavy red area, and that little bit of that pink area right in there, you can almost see like that kind of like that kidney bean shape. So that right there basically kind of tells us which way the storm is rotating. As you can see right there's a nice little notch of inflow. So it definitely looks like we could be seeing something attempting to spin up. So we're definitely going to want to keep our eyes on this for a minute. We're going to take a look and see what's going to happen here, because, you know, these spin-ups can just happen so quick. You know, and that's what makes these systems very dangerous. They're capable of all types of that severe weather. You know, the damaging straight-line winds, the very large hail, even the very violent and long-lived tornadoes could be possible out of supercells. So that's what makes them like one of the most severe types of storms that we deal with here on a regular basis. So we're definitely going to be seeing probably a lot more supercells that could be firing into this evening as we start going on throughout the day. And as of right now, we do not have any confirmation that any tornado is on the ground near those areas yet. But definitely folks near Ripley, Henning, even going up further into Gates and Halls up there in the Tennessee area, definitely would want to start considering taking shelter. I know right now it may just seem like light rain to you guys, but that could change very quickly. And especially as they start getting into the heavy rains, it can make these tornadoes very hard to see. So you definitely don't want to wait around for the heavy rain to show up before you start seeking shelter. I would recommend seeking shelter now. If you need to, take us with you down to your basement or whatever kind of storm shelter you guys have, so you guys have a way of receiving these weather updates from us here at IWAT. Alright, and now we got another update here for tornado warning. They're now going to cancel Pemiscot County from Missouri, and then they're going to continue all the other counties within that warning. So you can see right there, if we go back a little ways here, back a little too far on that one. You can kind of see where that system has been starting to rotate. So you can kind of almost see how it's starting to take that clockwise shape to it. As you kind of see that tail kind of starting to whip around this way as this back end starts coming back this way. Starting to see the rotation starting to die out a little bit here, but doesn't necessarily mean that it couldn't start regenerating again.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alright, and we now have a new tornado warning for Howell and Oregon counties in Missouri, and that will run till 4:45 p.m. And that will be for Central Daylight Time. The severe storm was located 8 miles west or south of West Plains, moving northeast, and this is now going to be moving at 60 miles per hour. So we're starting to see these storms starting to gain a little bit of speed here. And you can also kind of see it looks like that rotation is kind of starting to fall apart here just a little bit. Still getting some little more rotation down here near the Covington area. But we're not seeing anything too massive. We're also seeing that possible about just a little over 2-inch hail there. Just maybe a little ways to the west of Henning.
Information.